For the first time in forever, I'm gonna do a book haul vlog. Welcome back, Internet! Today we're gonna look at a bunch of books that I bought semi-recently. The first book sale that I went to was the English and History Department's book sale at my school. Everything was $1. It's about $6 worth of books, which is a great deal for any book lover. I actually read this one over Easter break, but it's called Sleepyhead by Mark Billingham, and it's a murder mystery. It was really good. I actually didn't solve it before I finished it, which is a sign of a good book in my opinion, because I usually solve mysteries before I finish them. The only thing interesting about it was it was from the UK, written in the UK, so instead of doing double quotes for dialogue, they have single quotes, so I had to I had to be more aware of the fact that people were speaking, because you could miss those single quotes pretty easily. Beowulf. The interesting thing about this book is that usually Beowulf is a long poem in that format, but in this book it's actually in prose. So I don't understand why that is, but I just wanted a copy of one of my favorite stories, The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. I actually just did it off memory. I'm really excited that I got a copy of this book. My aunt read it and said it was really good, and I've heard good things about it, and I've wanted to read it for a while since I think it was on the bestseller list. So when I saw that they had it, I was like, I have to get this. And the only thing is that it's not the cover I wanted, and I'm kind of picky about my covers, so dang it. You've got to read this. Contemporary American writers introduced stories that held them in awe. Yes, the title helped me in choosing this book, but really I chose it because I wanted to read the stories that held these people in awe and got them started writing, and hopefully they inspire me to write a little bit more, because I've kind of lost some of that drive. And also I just really wanted an anthology of short stories, and this sounded like a good one. First Will Kill My Husband by Lynn Riddle. This is actually nonfiction. It is about the only woman on George's death row, or at least at the time of publishing. I mean, I have no idea if that has changed. It's published in 2008, so I'm going to assume that she is still the only woman on George's death row. It just sounded interesting. The title definitely caught my attention, and then also the fact that it's an actual story, an actual crime. The next batch of books were the ones that I purchased from Sacred Heart Thrift Store in Atchison. Sacred Heart is one of my favorite places to go because they have a huge selection of books, but they're also really cheap. I once bought like 20 things there for only like $3. So I absolutely love to blow a couple bucks there and get a ton of stuff. I'm reading this right now, but Memoirs of Geisha, I looked it up before I made this video, and I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. It's actually the movie adaptation poster cover, so kind of sucks. I like to get the original covers before I get like a movie poster cover, but oh well, it still looks really cool. I'm only about 108 pages in, actually precisely 108 pages in, and it's good so far. I also found the film adaptation on YouTube, so I will watch that when I finish. Eric Flint and Richard Roach's Forward the Mage. Obviously this is a fantasy novel, if you can't just tell from the cover. It just sounded interesting. The review that caught my attention said Monty Python and Bill and Ted let loose in Tolkien's Middle Earth couldn't be any funnier. So I definitely was intrigued by that. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pan. I watched this movie pretty recently with Michelle and Caitlin, and I liked it. It was okay. So I hope the book is better. Book's always better than the movie, right? This is the one I'm most excited about. Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. And it's actually the cover I wanted and not the movie poster cover. So that's good. And I really want to read this book. I've been wanting to read this book since I first heard about it actually, but I just never got my hands on it. And I actually saw the movie with Michelle. It's one of Michelle's favorites, so I actually know what's gonna happen already, so it's kind of sad, but I did like the movie, so I can't wait to get started and see how much better this book is gonna be, because like I said, book's always better than the movie, right? And these last two need to be put together, but you guys are gonna laugh because I bought the Ferret handbook and Ferret's A Complete Pet Owner's Manual, because there is a white ferret named Amigo waiting for me at Petco, and I need to do some reading to make sure I will be the best ferret pet owner in the world. Those are the books that I got. I'm excited to add to my collection. I actually have a ton of books already to read, so hopefully I will get around to reading these. I'm going to try to read 50 books this summer, but I actually have around 70 books on my dresser and on my windowsill behind the camera, so you can't see them, but I have around 70 books, plus these, and plus all the ones that I've already read that are in my closet, so I desperately need a bookshelf. Hashtag Molly needs a bookshelf. So hopefully I'll be getting a bookshelf this summer so I can clean a little more, because the books are spilling over everything, and I have no room for any more books, but I keep buying them because I am addicted, which is good. Reading is good for the brain and the soul and the mind and the heart and everything. So until next time, bye!